Whether your motivation is a little entrepreneurial, or perhaps you've been, from your point of view, seduced by the romance of this 1960s beach home, this is a piece of real estate that shares an iconic Victorian name as its street address, whilst encapsulating the charm and simplicity of an Australia on the cusp of a change. You can choose to either preserve the undisputed value of this particular home, or indeed invest in the great potential to redevelop. Few properties can do both, ladies and gentlemen. This one most certainly can. As way of an introduction, my name is Tom Roberts. I'll be your auctioneer for today, and on behalf of Nelson Alexander and our vendors, it is a very warm welcome that we do extend you to 21 Baylieu Street here in Point Lonsdale, which is more particularly described to you, the buying public, in the attached certificate of title being volume 08121, folio 198. The chattels included in today's sale are all fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings, blinds and curtains, and the terms very clearly are those that have been advertised to you, namely a deposit of 10% on the signing of the contract of sale, and the balance of that purchase money is to be paid within a very flexible 60 or 90 days from the date hereof, or earlier by mutual agreement. Settlement date, the date upon which vacant possession of the property in chattels must be provided, namely upon acceptance of title and payment of the full price. The Section 32 statement, which you've seen and has been sent to you, shows that we again sell title being volume 08121, folio 198. It shows a frontage to Baylieu Street here of some 15 metres and a depth to the rear boundary of a further 50 metres from that perspective. You are in a general residential one zone, a design and development overlay area, a vegetation protection overlay area, so those of you with a chainsaw, you need to leave those at home. The bushfire prone area from that perspective, and your council and water rates do not exceed $3,000. Very straightforward contract on that front. From an auction perspective, the rules of it will be as follows. Any person may bid in person or by proxy representative subject to the conditions of auction here today. The property is being offered subject to a reserve price, and the auctioneer may take two bids on behalf of the vendor, and those bids will be declared as vendor bid. The auctioneer may refuse a bid and not give any reason as to why he's doing so, and the highest bidder at or above the reserve price will be the purchaser. The auctioneer will not accept a bid made after the fall of the hammer, and at the fall of the hammer, the property will be at the risk of the purchaser. The purchaser will be required to sign the contract and pay a deposit as per the auction contract, with the balance due in cash at settlement. The auctioneer will have the discretion and authority to sign the contract sale on behalf of either the purchaser or the vendor, and cooling off rights do not apply with this contract of sale here today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our contract of sale. Very straightforward scenario. If you had any queries or questions, I'd be more than happy to help you at this stage. Please shout out your questions and I'll answer them for you from here. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, the question being, can you remove the asbestos? Is that the question you're asking? Well, it's a quote that we've had done, obviously, from that perspective, and longer term it may or may not represent what it is in 60 or 90 days' time. So I would say to you, get another quote before you go ahead and do that side of things. Hopefully that answers your question, and good luck with your bidding start. Any further questions or queries that you may have, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh yeah, look, Mr. Auctioneer, I've lived next door for about 50 years, and during this time, it's become known as a focal point in this area, cases of Bairnsdale ulcer, which is transmitted by mosquitoes in the summer months.
We've got a lot of the Bairnsdale ulcer.
The Bairnsdale ulcer, but it's a potentially life-threatening disease, so I just can't understand why it's not in the documents anywhere.
Sir, that's not something that needs to be disclosed from that perspective. Obviously, most people who have been here know the area, know what's obviously open to that, so we do thank you for your question. Hopefully for the next door neighbour you'd like to buy this one, add to the stable of properties that you're on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, any further questions that you may have, happily answer those for you. Wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we do get underway, it's lovely to see our next door neighbour of 50 years obviously asking questions, because our vendors and current vendors have been here for 42 years. That is a long time to be owning real estate, and a long time to be owning real estate in Point Lonsdale. Those of you, and I know I can see through the crowd the amount of locals that are here, you know that this area doesn't turn over, you know that these properties don't hit the market regularly. And the reason that they don't hit the market regularly is because people want to live here. They want to live here and they want to enjoy the amenity that this particular property has to offer. I sat down over a cup of Earl Grey with our vendors yesterday, and we were just reminiscing about how wonderful the 42 years that they have lived here was. How wonderful the neighbourhood has been. How wonderful the amenity of walking 400 metres to the main strip, to the shopping centre, to the front and back beaches, to the Rip, to the lighthouse. It all stands on the doorstep for them. As they've got older, they've just enjoyed that fact. They haven't had to take the car out, and they haven't had to worry about it. We've seen that east and west orientation, and for those of you that know Victoria, in winter, by God, it's cold. But you know that from your own perspective, when you've got the east-west orientation, that lovely living space out towards the north, you've got sunlight living through or coming into your living zones day in, day out, meaning that you can just enjoy everything that you can. It was an unsophisticated purchase some 42 years ago by our vendors, but certainly the undisputed capital growth that they have seen in that time frame has been immense. They've enjoyed it. They've certainly seen that capital growth. That wasn't the reason that they bought it, however. They bought it to be a focal centre for their family, a hub for them to just enjoy having the friends, the family, the cricket games in the backyard, enjoying all of those sorts of things. I said to you in that first opening stanza, ladies and gentlemen, you can keep the existing property, or from your own perspective, you can redevelop it. Few properties can do both, but this particular home does. It makes it unique. It makes it rare. Bayview Street, 4 properties have sold in this street in the last 5 years. You know that the capital growth is going to be assured. I wish you all the very best. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway, we've seen sales in the strip up to and in excess of $2.5 million. I'm going to put it across to you at this stage, and I'm going to say to you, I would have thought a fair and reasonable place for us to kick off the bidding would have been at a conservative level at $1,600,000. I'm in your hands. Who'd like to shout us out a bid, get us underway and start us where you will? Well, ladies and gentlemen, some 750 square metres of land in this prime part of Point Lonsdale, and Old Lonsdale as it's known colloquially by obviously the neighbours and locals, makes that very, very good value at that sort of level. I would have thought $1,600,000. I'm open to you at this stage. Who'd like to shout out the bid? Don't all start at once. At 1.6, got to be worth that now. I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. A fair and reasonable start at that level. Put it across to you. Conservative start at 1,600,000. Sir?
1,400,000.
Love an optimist. You wouldn't come with me to 1.6. Take it from me, sir. 1.4. Extend the courtesy to everybody. Let's round it up to 1,600,000. Gentleman holds the bid at $1,400,000. The bid stands here. Back to you all at this stage. Take me to 1.6 short. At 1,400,000. 50, take it, 1,450,000. Back to you, sir, round me up to 1.5 or 6, good bid it would be. At $1,450,000, bids there, it's against you, open to everyone else at this stage. At $1,450,000, bid stands there at $1,450,000. At $1,450,000, the bid is there at $1,450,000. Bid stands there at 1.45, round me up to 5. At $1,450,000, and the bid is there at $1,450,000. Make it 1.5 surely. At $1,450,000, and the bid is there at $1,455,000. Open to everyone else, or even round me up to 6. At $1,450,000, the bid's there at $1,450,000. You all done. Silence. Finished at $1,450,000. First, second, third time we're calling out $1,450,000. I'm going to place a vendor bid, ladies and gentlemen, take it to 1.6 now. At $1,600,000, holding it here on a vendor's bid, it's open to you. 1.6. Retract my vendor bid and I'll take your genuine at 1,600,000. At $1,600,000 bids here. 620. 1,620. Back. 30. 30's the bid. Take 40 at 30's the bid now. At $1,630,000 in the bids there. At $1,630,000 bids there. Take 10 from you. Make it 40. At $1,630,000 in the bids there. Still take 10 from you. $1,630,000.
I'll give you 10.
10. 40's bid. 40 bid. Neighbour sees good value. $1,640,000 in the bids there. At $1,640,000. Bid stands there. 50 surely in 2 other spots. At $1,640,000 bids here. At $1,640,000. 10 surely. Don't miss it now. At $1,640,000. Gentleman holds that bid. 10 in the rise of the call. At $1,640,000. You all done. Sold. Finished at $1,640,000. First. Second. 45. 45's the bid. Round me up to 50 if you like. 45 the bid, sir. Don't leave us now. $1,645,000. $1,645,000 bid stands here at $1,645,000. Round me up to 50. $1,645,000 bids here. I can certainly see you at the back, sir, so don't miss it now. 45's the bid. At $1,645,000 bid stands here at 45. Back for 50 if you like. At 45 the bid. $1,645,000 the bid stands here at $1,645,000, 50 in 2 spots. 3 even if you'd like to be involved, sir, at $1,645,000. First, second, third time we're calling it $1,645,000, surely not. Back for 5 or 10 at this time. At $1,645,000, we'll expedite the process, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move it along with a vendor bid. We go to $1,670,000 and take a further rise at 5 or 10 from here. At $1,670,000. Pardon? 1.7. Thank you for your bid, sir. Pardon? 705. $1,705,000.
10.
15. 15's the bid. At 15 now. 171. Sorry. 20. 20's the bid now. 1720. $1,720,000 bids here. $1,720,000 bid stands there at $1,720,000. Gentleman holds the bid against you in 3 spots at this stage at $1,720,000. You all done. Sold. Finished at $1,720,000. First, second, third time of calling it $1,720,000. All done, all silence, all finished at $1,720,000. Gentleman holds the bid. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here to purchase the property, make no mistake, gentleman holds the right as being the highest bidder at this stage to deal exclusively with our vendors at their reserve price. If you're here to buy it, you must bid now. Gentleman is in that box seat to buy. Not yet, sir, but I'll let you know very shortly. $1,720,000 bid stands here at $1,250,000, 22.5. As in 5,000 or yes, 27.5 the bid. 30, 1730, $1,730,000 bids here at $1,730,000. Bidders there at 1.73. At $1,730,000 and the bidders here at $1,730,000. Gentleman holds the bid at $1,730,000 against you in 3 spots. Don't miss that opportunity right now. At $1,730,000, gentleman's bid here at $1,730,000. The bid stands here at $1,730,000. You all done. Silent. Finished at $1,730,000. First time we're calling it $1,730,000. Second time we're calling it $740,000. 2.5. Back to 50 if you'd like. 42.5 to bid. 47.5. $1,747,500 bid stands here at $1,747,500. Round me to 50. $1,747,500 bids here. 750 square metres of land. Don't miss that opportunity. At $1,747,500 again against you in 3 different spots. At $1,747,500. The bid is here. $1,747,500. All done, all silence, all finished at $1,747,500. First time, second time, third time we're calling it $1,747,500. All done, all silence, all finished at $1,747,500. Well, just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. My instructions are very clear. Can I get you to reaffirm that bid at $1,747,500? Thank you. We are on the market unreserved to sell. Make no mistake, bid stands here. Should we see no further bidding, we intend to knock it down and sell it to our highest bidder here right now. So if you're here to buy, don't miss that opportunity at $1,747,500. Bid stands here. Reopen it to you all in 3 spots and take further 2.5 ones or $500 even. At $1,747,500. Bid stands here at $1,747,500. Back to you at this stage, sir. Don't miss it for now. At $1,747,500. Bids there.
$750.
Sorry?
$750.
$750. Welcome back, sir. At $1,750,000. Back to you in 3 other spots. At $1,750,000. Gentleman holds that bid. At $1,750,000. 2.5. Make it 5. 52.5 to bid. At $1,752,000. 57.5. Is that 1? 58.5. As in 5,000. Okay, goodness me, you're testing my arithmetic today. At $1,757,500 or 58.5, gentleman holds it. That becomes $1,763,500. I think you'll find that $1,763,500 bids there. 1,763,000. The lovely lady right there. Absolutely genuine, sir. At $1,763,500 bids there. Take a 1 from you at this stage. Got it. 64.5. Bids there at 64.5. Sorry? 10,000. 74.5. Round me to 75 if you like. 74.5 the bid. At $1,774,500 bids there. 510. What's your call at this stage? At $1,774,500 bids there. Holding it now. We sell. At $1,774,500 you all. Done! Silence! Finished! $1,774,500. First time, second time, third time of calling it $1,775,000. 75's the bid. Take 5 or 10. You've been strong with those. Come back with another 5 and make it 8. 75 it's here. $1,775,000. The bid's there. 5 or 10 your call. Don't miss that opportunity. We sell at $1,775,000. First time, second time, third. 77.5. I'll try to, sir, at 77.5. At 77.5, 78, 78's the bid. Make it 80. 78 it's here. 90,000. What a big bid that is. Puff that chest out, sir. Come to 1.8. 1,790,000. Don't shake the head just yet. 1,790,000. You know how tightly held it is at 1,790,000. Puff it out. Let's go. 1,790,000. Bid stands here at 1,790,000. Take 5 or 10 at this stage. Good bid would be 1.8. At $1,790,000. Bids there at $1,790,000. You all done. Silence. Finished at $1,790,000. First, second, third time of calling out $1,790,000. Sir, done? Definitely. Can't twist your arm for 1. Thank you. At $1,790,000. Bids there. At the back, sir. You took off on me. You gave me a bid. You with us or against us? At $1,790,000. Thank you.
5.
Is that 5,000?
5,000.
I knew if I twisted your arm, you'd be back. $1,795,000. Make it 8. $1,795,000. It's going to be a great conglomeration of land for you, sir, at $1,795,000. The bid's here, back for 5, make it 8. $1,795,000, definitely done. First, second, third time calling out $1,795,000, definitely. Thank you, definitely. And sir, definitely. $1,795,000. We sell at $1,795,000. All done, all silence, all finished at $1,795,000. Going, going, sold. Congratulations, and very well done, sir. To our underbidders, commiserations. To our purchaser, congratulations on adding to your portfolio. To everybody else, we do thank you for your interest and look forward to again seeing you at another Nelson Alexander.